Is the Premier League meaty this season?
This wheel's killing me, bro.
Is the Premier League meaty this season?
You know, G, you know that me and you are becoming the face of this, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's it is what it is, and that's fine.
I don't think End is helping with his thumbnails and that, but I hear it.
No, listen.
we put ourselves out on YouTube to be.
No, but here's the thing, right? Because earlier, obviously, we did the space, and the space was a good space. We had a great conversation, and that was one of the topics. We basically said, "No, we're happy we're about to win the league, but the Premier League hasn't been that great from a footballing standpoint." The counter argument I kept seeing was, "Oh, but wouldn't you say like it's harder to beat other teams?" So they spoke about it from a results-based standpoint. We were like, no, it's nothing to do with the results, bro. Like teams are going to win games of football and lose and draw. That's just football. But how they accomplish it isn't good. There's a few teams that's played some really good football in moments in periods of the season, but it's overall just hasn't been that great. So has it been meaty, bro? And can you guys like clarify in terms of what you mean by if you're going to say it's meaty?
Yeah, the part what you mentioned just where it's like they try to go through the results space. Listen, there's no right and wrong to that one because you can quantify it either way. Because if someone's going to say, well, the lesser teams are taking more points off the bigger teams, that doesn't answer the fact that I still think it's meaty, bro. Because when you say that to me, then I'm like, oh, so it is meaty then. Because even those teams that you're talking about, they're not going on like stupid runs every now and again. They'll beat you and then they'll go and get smoked by they'll lose to someone trash blood. So I don't think saying because they've got the other teams have got better, it means that the league's better than that, bro. I just don't enjoy my thing is, as a whole, the Premier League is not fun for me to watch, bro. And luckily I'm a Liverpool fan, so I can enjoy the Liverpool games a little bit more because I have an emotional attachment to it. But apart from that, every now and again, I might get like a young Brighton versus Bournemouth where I'm like, yo, they just turned up today. Or a young Newcastle game or something. But realistically, bro, I think the performances are not very good. I can't think of create outstanding moments even in just our team. You know what I mean? I think VAR's trash. I think the referees are trash. I think the managers are all boring and they're just trying to do one style. So yeah, and I think the fans are trash. So in totality, it means that I think it's trash, but I don't know what man want to do about it. It's just how I feel, innit? And that's all it is. It's a feeling. There's no right or wrong answer to it. So if I say it's meaty, for you to get rattled is a big problem because I said I think it's meaty. I didn't say you have to think it's meaty. And I told man, it's not even a shameless thing. Liverpool win the league. I'm going to celebrate winning the league because we deserve to win it. I can still think it's boring. It's just what it is. And for everyone telling me it's not. Okay, well, I've seen ENDZ do videos after nearly every game this season. I've seen G do videos on a Monday morning. And I've just heard moaning since the beginning of the season. It's not like when I'm listening to everyone and everyone like, that was great. Everyone's moaning. And everyone wants to get rid of all of our players. So, I don't know. Apart from people gassing Salah all season, I've not heard anyone be excited about anything, bro. I heard that now Konate is rubbish. Okay, so he's rubbish all of a sudden. He was the best. Him and Virgil was the best centre backs 2 weeks ago, but now they're rubbish, bro. So use that. You're bothered by my words, but your actions are showing that you think it's meaty. What do you want me to do? Want to get rid of 7 of our starting players, but with the best team? Okay.
G, what's your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, no, brother, Savage hit the nail on the head, man. I was just looking at the results and stuff, and if we're gonna go down the results and based analysis, right? Obviously, big up Nottingham Forest. I think they've been, I think they've had a really good season by their standards, right? They lost 5-0 to Bournemouth earlier on in the season and beat Brighton 7-0 literally the following week. That's what I mean, or that's what Savage means when we talk about if you're gonna go based on results, it's results are results at the end of the day, right? So the meaty teams like that we've seen, the Bournemouths, the Nottingham Forest, the Brightons and stuff like that, it's great for them. Of course it is. And if the top level quality comes down, obviously to me, all you've done, you haven't gotten any better. You've just, I guess, closed the gap would we say maybe
Yeah,
on
almost traded
teams.
places with the other teams, and
You haven't like nothing's gotten better. It's just literally top teams were here, bottom teams were here. Now you just kind of moved it like this so they can almost meet in almost like a middle kind of grounds. But we haven't gone like, oh, the top teams are doing this, or even just staying where they're at in terms of being amazing. And the mid teams are still, you know what I mean? They're pushing. Then I can say, right, okay, fair. It's like Liverpool playing banging football, Arsenal playing banging football, City playing banging football, and whoever else, right? Chelsea, for example. But then you still got Nottingham Forest playing banging football, Newcastle. That's not what's happening though this season. Though what we're seeing is, I can't really think of a team that I would say plays the best football in the Premier League. You can throw whatever names you want. That's up to you. It's all subjective at the end of the day. But I maybe go with like I don't even know. I actually don't know what team I would say has been playing the best football this season. I feel like it's all kind of on the same level. But either way, when we're looking at all of these reborn, like, you know, Pep Guardiola guys who are trying to copy his style, but they can't really do it. I think that's why Nottingham Forest, Eddie Howe, Newcastle, that's why them man look better on the eye, should I say, because they're not doing the same things. So now, because they're not doing the same things, it's just one of those kind of things, man. And I'm just saying the quality, as Savage said, bro, on show, I'm sorry for anybody who feels butthurt about it. In fact, that's a lie. I'm actually not sorry. I couldn't give two shits. I'm more, if you feel that the Premier League, and again, you're equating it to Liverpool, if you feel that it's because Liverpool are winning the league, that's why we have a problem. I feel like that's a you problem from the get-go. Because I'm like,
isn't this the most... Sorry, G, is that not the best part, like the best time to be honest, bro? Because now you're not just saying it because we're not winning. You're saying it
So when that geezer told me earlier that I'm speaking like that because of the media, and I'm like, bro, why would I need to be like that? I'm a Liverpool fan. If anything, I'll just lie and gas it up and do the it's the best league ever because blah blah. I'm just, bro, man, just want us to lie. And then you know what we're getting? We're getting people telling me what I think, bro.
That's so weird.
Like I got eyes, bro. Like I'm very honest in it. Like I watch probably like 3/4 of the game with my son and 1/4 of them on my own, bro. Brother, like the beginning of the sun was bare me and my son moaning. Like if you had a camera on while I was watching the games, bare whinging. I'll be honest, bro. Like I'm just looking at certain things and I'm like, oh my god, come on, man, oh my god. You get me? And I said there was the middle period where I do believe that we were really good. I feel like that November period to December, I thought we were really good, especially we were good in the Champions League and the league. And then we hit 2025 blood, and then I was like, oh yeah, back to normal viewing blood. Yeah, so and to be honest, bro, I don't know what everyone else got PTSD and all this. I thought the league was over in at Christmas, so I've been like this since then, bro. If anything, like at least the thought of having to rival somebody would have added a little bit more excitement for me if Arsenal were a little bit better. But they're shit too, bro. So.
Do you guys think then, Savage or the ends, whoever, like, do you think it's because are people triggered by the word meaty? Like, I don't know. Obviously, everyone's from different parts of the world, right? So maybe in your ends or in your country or wherever you guys are watching this, and big up to everyone who's watching it everywhere. Maybe where you guys are from, right? The word meaty to you sounds like the maddest disrespect kind of thing. But I don't use the term meaty and be like, meaty means shit. I feel like people think I think it means shit. Meaty doesn't mean shit to me. Again, I don't know if ends has a different meaning. Savage, you might have a different, like, we're all from different parts in it. So that's
what I'm like, bro. I'm mad logical in it. So meaty comes from the word mediocre, bro, and that's how I feel about the league, bro.
Oh, Savage, that's how I look at it. But again, I just wanted to make sure that everybody was on there because I didn't want to not even be disrespectful, but I get it if people feel that
Dr. EQ, that's the comment right there. Dr. EQ, media equals Liverpool are discredited. And that's what I'm saying. It doesn't mean that, bro. And you know what's funny? Because me and G was having this conversation at the beginning of the season when it wasn't about Liverpool being good because it was early. And we were talking about like how every time you say something as a football fan, man, them just hear something else, bro. The man just hears something else, and the G always brings up the analogy like, these strawberries are banging. So what you saying, mangoes are nasty then? What? No one said that, bro. And that's all. And you saw it earlier, Ends. With literally word for word, I was saying stuff, and man was saying, "So what you're saying is," and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then man, I talk about don't listen to the managers. All managers talk shit. You have to read between the lines, but so everyone's like Mystic Megan. Everyone's just doing up psychology, bro. I'm not reading between the lines. The manager said he don't want anyone. He don't want anyone. And when he says he does want somebody, I'll take it that he won somebody, bro. And I mean, he's been right because he's won the league. So it's like, what's the problem? I don't. It doesn't make any sense. If you feel it as discrediting, like, remember, nobody in any other walk of life when we do this, everyone's fine with it, even if we just do it other sports and that. If I tell you that, like, everyone, Deontay Wilder's meaty, bro. Okay, so what? The Tyson Fury beat him
You
up
just
or
have
not?
a discussion, and you'd be like, okay, what do you mean? And we'll just dissect
The
it.
Tyson Fury wash him up or not, bro? Like, who cares, bro? This, you know, they do it in the UFC. This geezer's aging. Yeah, but I kicked him in his head and he's dead blood. Like, I don't care. So why do you care, bro? Why do you care so much that few Liverpool fans just feel like this, bro? It's not that serious, bro. You don't own my right, blood. Like, slavery's over, bro. You can't tell me what to do, bro.
Big up to Dr. EQ as well, man, for becoming a member. Much
Big
love
up.
and appreciation, bro. If guys, you want to become a member, man, straightforward, man. Do what Mr. Dr. EQ did, blood, light work. Just click the link and become a member.
Can I say one thing? Yeah, and
Say what?
big up EQ. You know, he just mentioned something there. I need people to stop equating points to the quality of a league. Like, it has zero bearing on whether I think a league is going to be quality or not quality. As in, I don't actually care. Like, I don't care if you got 101 points that season. Like, I think Reading did it in the championship like years and years ago, right? That didn't make me think the championship was quality. I promise you that. It made me think that the championship was actually shit and Reading were just completely superior to everybody in that league, right? I don't equate points to the quality of a league because everything is always contextual. So when we bring up, and I think someone mentioned it in the space, but someone mentioned it here, we talk about, but you know, when Manchester United won the league with, I don't know, 70 something points, or I don't know what points they won, but whatever the low points is, right? I'm like, surely then that kind of helps
exactly.
Which is, it was clearly harder back then, meaning the league was way better back then because you couldn't just go on a 99 points and win the league type of vibe because everybody was so good or everybody was good enough in order for that to not happen. Whereas now, two teams can go on imagine not even just one team, but two teams in the same season can go on a 90 plus. And I'm, by the way, I'm not saying that equates to thing, but I'm saying you're going to use that argument. You can't then try come to me when two teams get over 90 points and then try to tell me, well, that's a quality season. Because I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. Because
I understand what you're saying because I had this argument with 12 Man before. He was going through like his spreadsheet with the point tally and all that, and he was arguing the fact that he was saying that the team that we didn't win something and we finished a point behind City or whatever, and he was saying that but it's still better than the invincible season because we got more points. And I'm like, brother, what are you talking? What are you talking about?
Winning a league going invincible.
But he didn't care about them winning the league. He was saying no because of the points, bro. Like,
come on.
And the thing is, this funny thing is, everyone arguing with us on this is happy to tell you that the Bundesliga is trash, and it's happy to tell you that everything else is trash. And the reason why you not think it's trash, your words, not mine. Well, because there's only two teams running it. Obviously, Real Madrid or Barca is going to win it. Obviously, Bayern Munich's going to win. Ain't that what's happening in the Prem? Ain't that what's been happening with Man City, bro?
I keep telling everyone, if we didn't have that little stint in the middle where we won that one league, that would have won it 8 times in a row. Actually, if we won it 3, then we had the little gap.
Yeah, this is a fruit vendors league, bro. It's not even a farmers league. Fruit vendors.
We didn't win it. So the outlook could have been completely different, bro. 8 years in a row.
And it's even still mad because they've done it 4 years in a row, which has never been done, even by great Manchester United team of the 90s. Like they couldn't even do it. And these men have just come in and said, you know, I'm gonna win this 4 years in a row. 4 years, and we don't think this is the Farmers League. Like I like in terms of definition, and again, this is why I say I need people to give me. I'm a very literal person in it, so I need to understand what people are saying. If you call the League a Farmers League, fairs, because PSG always win it. If you call the Bundesliga because Bayern Munich, even though Leverkusen won it, but fairs. If you call it that for the years that Bayern Munich have won it, fairs. We have to put the Premier League in that same bracket then. There's literally no other term for the Premier League right now than it's a Farmers League. Even when Liverpool go and win the league, it's still a Farmers League. Because guess what? There's been one team, if we go through, what did you say it ends? It's been 8 years, right? So is that, I don't know if that's including this year or not.
9 including, it would be 9 including this.
So it'll be 9.
So they Liverpool won it 3, we won 1, then they won 4, and now we're at this point now.
Okay, so we're saying in the last decade,
it's
there's
Rangers
only
and
been
Celtic.
yeah,
I hear it.
basically. So we're saying in the last decade, a team has won it 8 times, basically give or take, in the last decade, and another team then won it twice.
Yeah,
But if that's
and
not
then
farming,
for my man who was running his mouth, Pierce or whatever, isn't talking about. Oh yeah, it can't be that bad. You want to go check the trophies of who's won the Europa League and Champions League the last 10 seasons, bro, and talk about the Prem. Because if that's what he's trying to use, you're gonna find out. Well, we already know Emre's got half of them in it. So Emre's got half of them, and Madrid's got half of them, bro. So and then you can do the rest of the maths around it, bro. You got a young Atletico in there, a couple of Chelsea's, a couple of Liverpool's, a one-man City, and that's it. Everything else is La Liga, blood. So let's not talk about that, bro. Oh, who's gonna do the best